Rune Hunter, did you find any lacrimos? I'm doing my best, but I don't see any around here for some reason. A lacrima appeared when you filled the basket with flowers? Come to think of it, I remember seeing sculptures that resembled a broken basket. I picked up some flowers on my own while searching. I'll go ahead and put them in place for you. And please, stay on your guard at all times. I'll see you at the next lacrima.
I wish I could just die. What did I do wrong? I know this is all my fault. I'm just a hopeless fool. Oh, hello? I've never seen anyone come all the way here. Hey, if it's okay with you, will you listen to my story? I feel like my heart's about to burst. But since there was no one around until now, I didn't have anyone to talk to. The moon that always watched over me disappeared. I think it's all my fault, but I can't figure out why. Maybe you can help me find out what I did wrong. Can you please give me some advice? There's a large field nearby where I first met the moon. I'll tell you everything over there. Follow me. The moon was bright and full when we first met. I was able to overcome my loneliness. The moon was bright and full when we first met. I was able to overcome my loneliness thanks to the moonlight that shined on me all night long. I always spent the cold nights by myself since there are no other flowers that bloom after sunset. That was the first time someone actually laid their eyes on me. At first, I thought they were staring at me a little too much, but I later decided that it was just part of our destiny. By the time I realized that, the moon was already gone. I spent hours thinking of what to say to the moon the next time we met. I was determined to try talking to the moon next time. I even climbed up to the summit to reach them. The summit is just up this path.
For 100 years, the Zodiac War continued across all the nations of Trump in the form of guerrilla warfare. Although each nation's experience with the war was different, scholars generally agree that the 20 years following the official end of the war is viewed as the post-war recovery period. However, Artemis, and especially the region of Arcturus, was forced to dedicate over a century to recover from the war's effects, which is why Artemis declared neutrality as soon as the defense of Arcturus was over.
Looks like that wretched Zodiac Master is here again. Isn't it about time she stopped showing up?
Why is she always filling up that broken basket with flowers? Do you think they're poisonous or something?
I heard she gave a flower to a child last time. After that, the child suffered from food poisoning.
There's a reason why that massacre occurred at the orphanage. They say she enjoys eating human meat, too.
That's not true. Please, don't say that. I have nothing to do with the manhunters. Please, Humos, you know I'm not like that. I just wanted to be friends with that child. She reminded me of my old friend, Soy.
The next time I met the moon, it was cut in half. I don't know what had happened, but the moon's face was half its size. I was really worried and asked if the moon was okay, but they didn't answer. I decided to start by sharing the words I had prepared. We are both round, yellow, and love the night. I think we have a lot in common. The moon didn't answer, and stayed there in the sky. But I continued saying everything I wanted to say. By the time I finished, the moon still remained silent. But I guess it was okay, since it was shining on me the whole time. Another night passed by, and I climbed down from the summit to find a quiet forest to talk in. That forest over there. I was worried that I might have annoyed the moon by getting too close last time. When the moon returned, it was even smaller than before. It was cut in half again. I was certain that something must have happened. It must have been painful to lose that much weight. I thought the moon had a serious problem that they couldn't share with anyone. Still, I couldn't help the moon no matter what. I couldn't even listen to the moon's story. I felt so useless. I even started crying. When I looked up at the moon with my eyes filled with tears, it looked as if they were crying too. I was surprised and worried about how frustrated the moon must have been. That night just went by with both of us in tears. I didn't want to stay behind in the dampened forest, so I left the forest to wait for the moon in an open field.
Please, Humos, I'm begging you. I can't live without you. It feels like there's a hole in my heart already. You said we would live together and be happy one day. Did you forget that promise? That's the only reason I kept on living. Just hit me instead. I'll do anything you want, but please, don't leave me.
I always thought it was strange. After all those years, you looked the same as the day we first met. I never thought it was because you were a Zodiac Master. If I knew that beforehand, I would have never been with you. Why would anyone want to taint their life with an ill omen like a Zodiac Master? You lied to me, Ilya. Don't ever show your face in front of me again.
Humos, that's not true. Learning how to use runes made me feel like the gods were watching over me.
Rune Hunter, I've been waiting for you. I'm sorry I wasn't at the rendezvous point. I was ambushed by a group of knights along the way. The knights were hiding near a lacrima. It seems they know who we're looking for. I'm afraid we won't be able to avoid them from now on. Perhaps it's time for us to face the problem directly. No matter what happens from now on, I promise that I will do my best. Whether it's about Ilia's story or Cyprus.
Cyprus, are you sure you're okay with this? I may end up killing your beloved little sister.
Cyprus, please.
You don't have to answer me. I'm sure it's not a good memory for you.
I waited for night to arrive in this field, but the moon no longer came. Now, it just feels like my fault that they didn't come back. Should I have said thank you right away when the full moon shined brightly upon me? Maybe the moon was disappointed with the way I looked at it. Or maybe I shouldn't have talked so much when the half moon came that night. I'm sure they grew tired of me really quickly. Or maybe I should have stopped crying and helped the moon when it showed up as a crescent. Then they would have returned. If you were the moon, which part would you be most disappointed in? I want you to be honest. I need to know the reason. Really? Why? I didn't do anything for the moon. I couldn't talk properly. I couldn't take a hint. I was so annoying. Do you really think so? I hope the moon feels the same way. I hadn't really thought of it like that. I realized something after considering that the moon was happy with me. I thought I had forgotten everything that happened with them out of guilt. But now that I think about it, I think the moon was smiling when it was with me. I'm going to print that moment on my petals so I don't ever forget. Hoping that bright and yellow smile can bloom again. If I ever see the moon again, I'm going to raise my petals as high as I can to give them a big hug so that they know how much I miss them.
You should take a look at this lacrima. The person portrayed here, I believe it's Captain Lascarina.
Why are you crying alone? You look hurt. I don't know what happened, but you must have gone through something terrible like I did.
What do you know? You're just a stranger. The Navy got me. I was just doing some fishing. Damn it. I can't see out of one eye. What did I do to deserve this? Why do those cursed 12 gods always put me in the dirt? Everyone who believes in the gods are the same. Hypocrites. Damn this world. I'll never believe in anyone else again.
Don't say that. Not all believers of the 12 gods are evil. What's evil is those who use their faith in the gods as an excuse. I came here to get away from people like that. What's your name? I will help you, if you don't mind.
Do you remember what Captain Lascarina said during our goodbyes? That she was an old friend of the Zodiac Master. The person Captain Lascarina met in this lacrima was Ilia. Then that confirms it. Ilia is the Zodiac Master of Mount Ineps. I wonder, though, why did she leave these lacrimas behind on a mountain that no one visits? And we have no way of figuring out her current whereabouts either. We'll just have to continue following the story to look for clues.
You said you had trouble using a harpoon after losing your eye, right? Here, this is a runic harpoon I made for you. Longfellow. This harpoon can be controlled by whistling. Master it, and you'll be able to use it according to your will. Also, Hero may be dangerous for you due to the frequent fog. I made it so that Longfellow can clear the fog using the power of runes. Longfellow will be your eye, and your companion. By the powers of the 12 gods. And by the name of your friend, Ilya. did you do that, Masquerader? You killed a Deneb using Longfellow? Denebs are a symbol of Miracetti. This is sacrilege.
Some things can't be helped in this world, Ilya. I need money if I'm going to build a new home. And there's no denying that Denebs are worth a fortune. Everyone knows that even Ganita wants to get their hands on them. No one cares if this is sacrilege or not. What matters is ensuring our survival today. From now on, I am going to live my own life. and I'll use everything I can, including the 12 gods. Come with me, Ilya. You should forget about the gods as well. There's a lot of things I want to show you. My friends, and my beautiful ship.
Lascarina, you just denied everything there is to me with those words. The identity I have as a person, the faith I kept for all this time.